My name is Frank Newman. I'm the owner of Newman Human Resources, and my organization helps small businesses that don't have their own HR department. A lot of my clients ask me, what is culture and how do I strengthen culture? Well, basically, culture in an organization consists of three things. First of all, it is not the poster on the wall that says this is our mission and values. That's just window dressing. What culture really is the demonstrated values that people live, so it's the demonstration of those values, and also too, it's the accepted behaviors, not the proposed behaviors, but the actual behaviors that are accepted and lived day to day in an organization. So what defines a great culture? Typically, that can be defined by three things. So one is employees want to stay with the company. They want to invest their time long term in that organization. Two, they want to say that this is a great company to work for. They want to talk about it. They want their friends, their family to work for the company. And finally, the third ingredient for a great company is to have employees that strive. So they feel empowered to strive to do their best, so every day they are performing at their utmost. Signs of a weak culture include, first of all, high turnover. People are not staying. They're constantly churning through people. They may have high absenteeism. They may also have a high degree of disengaged employees. And finally, they probably have lower profits because the employees are not contributing as much. Well, one of the things that you'll find in a weak culture is there are actually vampires there. There are cultural vampires. You're saying, I can't have vampires here? Well, you probably do have a few. Here's some signs to look for the vampires. First of all, they're not being productive. Secondly, they talk a good talk, but as soon as the manager leaves the room, they're gossiping, they're undermining the culture. They may be berating the organization. Subliminally, they are eroding the productivity of the organization. And the worst thing about a vampire is the vampire has the ability to corrupt other employees in the organization, very much like a real vampire does when he bites your neck. So if you have a vampire in a group, they will eventually erode performance, erode team morale. And if you think about your organization, the odds are you probably have a couple here and there. On the other hand, you will have some saints in your organization. And these saints are people that embody your values, they're high performers, they're committed to the organization. But in the battle between saints and vampires, often what happens is the saints become discouraged if management doesn't take action. And so they will leave the organization. And if you lose a saint, it takes a long time to get that back, because then you have to let the vampire go and then to rehire. So very important that you manage your vampires and your saints and be very, very diligent on that. And that'll be a key catalyst to creating a great culture. In conclusion, we talked a little bit about how to create a great culture, how to recognize it, and how to deal with your vampires and saints. If you'd like to learn more, I invite you to go to my website, www.newmanhumanresources.com, and check us out in more detail. So thank you very much for your time and have a great day. Bye-bye.